This is Combat Comrades. This is Combat Comrades. This is Combat Comrades.
What's going on, boy?
Welcome back. It's
back in the studio. Johnny's back. Yay!
Yeah, man, it's good to be. It's good to be back.
Pissed me off that you weren't there, brother.
Dude, you didn't even bleep the rude word. It's actually better that way.
The first one. I bleeped the first one.
Is this a glitch in the Matrix?
It pissed me off, man.
Okay, that was better. That was better. Anyway, we're here now, man.
How you been, dude? What's been happening?
Good, bro. There's been a shit ton of stuff that's happened.
A lot
in the recent stuff, man.
In the UF sphere.
Like the White House to me has been the craziest thing. Like, are we living in a simulation? Is this actually happening? The president wants a fucking punch on in the presidential office, man.
MMA at the White House. We have officially confirmed we're living in either The Sims or some sort of simulation.
Yep.
The Matrix, although not the incel version.
Yeah.
It's
a barrier
nuts.
has been broken, though.
A barrier has been broken. The 4th, 5th, and 6th wall have come down.
Yep.
I'm excited. You know what I'm not excited for when it comes to the fucking White House UFC?
What?
To hear John Jones and Connor talk shit. Yay. Two husbands aren't coming back. Yay.
I do miss Connor, though, I will say. He'll always have a sweet spot in my heart.
Yeah.
Even though he does crazy, stupid shit. But I just remember 2015 Connor, man, to me, is goated, you know.
He's dead, bro.
And I wouldn't mind one more just trash talk in the cage.
One more booked fight where he doesn't fight.
From a toe, so yeah. I'm not going to hold my breath for that one.
Who, if you had to pick your ideal lineup for UFC at the White House, who are you picking? Just off the top of your head, without thinking about it too much, who's like the pinnacle representation of mixed martial arts?
Robert Whittaker.
Robert Whittaker.
And that's why I'm rocking the...
Yeah, he does. He's got the Bobby Knuckles.
It's Robert Whittaker fight month, okay? I'm getting ready now.
Yeah, all right, fucking
And Robert Whittaker, I'm a big fan of your podcast. You're always welcome in my podcast, brother. You come to my house, you take my sister.
So
no problem. Very nice. Because he lives in Smeaton Grange, bro. I ain't going out in Smeaton Grange, that's for sure. Where is Smeaton Grange? It sounds like somewhere in Whoville.
It's far. It's definitely far from us.
Train? Can you get a train?
I'm not sure.
Metro.
Nah, fuck no.
Well,
I mean, no.
Get up, emu out there, bro.
Yeah, dude. It's all right. So you'd have Robert Whittaker. Who would he fight?
Who would he fight? It's got to definitely be America versus someone. So an American. Oh, Sean Strickland. A nice Australian, great representative of our country, to an absolute trash bag of their country.
I don't want to see Sean Strickland go to absolute war and teep and jab away to a fucking decision. Boring fight. But I'd love to see Bobby. Who else could be on there that's sick? That's American. I mean, you'd think they'd have Colby on there. He's cringe. He's a has-been, but you'd think they'd have Colby.
Let's try to have like a good, positive American who's maybe like a gay cheese.
Or like a friggin' Kayla Harrison.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah, get Kayla in
the
there,
new
dude.
queen of the block, as they say.
Mm.
But who would she fight? Nunes. There you go.
That would be sick.
There you go. Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes at the fucking White House. You're welcome, Dana.
How sick would it to do it in Trump's office? Like, imagine they just push aside the desk. Like
in the Oval Office?
Yeah, in the Oval Office.
Just have a fucking hectic...
It looks like they push aside the desk. You know, the portraits are getting broken and stuff of the dog.
Bunch of fucking Secret Service going.
Yeah. Bring him in. Bring the fighter in.
Take the snipers off. Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. Who else is a good Americano? I don't know. But in the other form of MMA news, brother, there is quite a few good ones. Like we have Chris Montino, the fucking actual zombie dude, soulless,
the sacrificial lamb,
2 times sacrificial lamb. It is rumored or confirmed, not sure, but he's apparently not getting released from the UFC.
Okay.
Love that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Looking after the fighters.
He's done enough.
Yeah.
Let him in and at least give him someone that's not an absolute fucking murderer.
Yeah, the next fucking prospect.
Yeah, that's insane. So that's cool. And speaking of Robert Whittaker Fight Month, he has devised a 4-fight plan.
Oh, man, that hurts to hear that, bro, because I know all things have to come to an end, man, but, you know, Robert Whittaker, he's been in the UFC since such a young age, since fucking tough Australia.
Since tough, dude.
And to see him talking about retiring soon, man, is like... I don't want to believe it.
Yeah, man. We are officially moving into the new era, you know. Is it really the gold? It would be the golden era. It definitely would be our golden era. You know, like we had Izzy and we had Rob.
Bobby. Volk coming up. Volk was coming up on
the
that.
Anzacs had so much to root for, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like we need some of those, like the fresh blood to enter the fucking arena, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so his 4-fight plan, obviously he'd want to end with a belt. Do you see it happening? Do you think he has the tools and the game plan to get that belt back, especially now since like the divisions have shifted a bit?
Yeah, and you are right, man. There is a new breed now. You know, you got your Bahalios and your Imovovs coming in.
Your Josh Vans.
Yeah, I mean, but for middleweight.
Oh, for middleweight,
right, for middleweight. I mean, those guys aren't like scary like a John Silver is or a Rufi is, in my opinion. But yeah, it is a new generation, and something just kind of clicks and shifts over, you know. So
yeah, no, totally agree. Well, fuck, I would love to see it. Obviously, I don't think anyone wouldn't love to see it. I feel like it's like a communal love and appreciation for Bobby Knuckles.
Yeah.
How do you hate the guy?
He's our NMFer, you know.
Yeah, he is. Hey, that's actually a fucking good point.
He's Australia's nicest, and we have a lot of like Volk, right? As sweet as it gets.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
it just goes to show, like, you know, we can be dicks. I mean,
Yes.
I know a lot of dicks at Aussies.
Yeah,
but
go to Bali.
yeah, I am going soon, actually.
And you'll be seeing them
Wait,
there.
what does that mean about me?
No, you'll be seeing them there, bro. That's what I meant.
Yeah, they'll definitely be in abundance. But we have such a good representation. I mean,
Yeah.
from like Anzacs as a whole, you got like Kai Kara, super respectful. Whitaker, super respectful. Volk, super respectful. You got Izzy, who's pretty respectful until he like gets drunk and goes in the octagon and drops the N-bomb like 75 times in a row. Cringe. But on a whole, you know, we are a nice bunch.
It definitely makes me proud to see the representation of Australians because, well, not just being amazing fighters, but yeah, respectful and like even Craig Jones, man.
I was about to say.
Is hilarious, dude.
Hilarious.
You know, like he's just like constantly cracking jokes about, you know, his sexuality and doing all this stuff.
Keep jiu-jitsu gay, bro.
Keep jiu-jitsu gay.
I don't do it, but everyone that I know that does it is actually gay. And hey, shout out to the gays.
I mean, BJ's in the word. But Rampage Jackson, I remember was interviewing him. He's like, he's wearing a Keep Jiu-Jitsu gay t-shirt. He's like, what'd your dad think of that? He's like, proud. You'd be proud.
Yeah, 100%.
So, you know, it's like just lightheartedness, you know. It's honestly, I think, why it makes Australia one of the best countries in the world.
Fuck yeah, Canada. It's all about like taking the piss out of yourself. Everything.
Exactly.
Life's too short.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of attitude.
Exactly. Forget about it. Okay, so now we have a decent card. It's, you know, there's a lot of unks on the card. It is a bit of a kind of, it's like Dana kind of pulled his hand into a like sack of fucking fighters' names, pause, and just was like throwing shit around. He's like, yeah, that works. But like not too much thought in like building a card that we've been blessed with, like the last card. But we do have some Aussies, some Anzacs on
in the
card.
prelims. I'm actually for a fight night, man. I'm liking this card, man. I mean, maybe because like there's a lot of people that you're right. They are like the unks getting into the late 30s, but like people we know.
Some of them pushing 40.
Exactly. But prelims, anyone that stands out to you there?
Well, obviously we've got Jake Matthews.
Okay, yep.
Which he's the Aussie.
Bloody
Aussie fucking Jake Matthews, mate.
The Melbourneian.
Yeah, dude, 30. Going up against friggin' Chitty.
And there hasn't been a solid Melbourneian to get up there. The last one was your boy, that Greek Aussie guy.
Oh, yeah, the friggin'...
He comes out in the gi.
Oh, what's his bloody name?
Shaved head.
That's probably Stavros
or
something.
Yeah, Stavros Makawanopoulos, whatever. But yeah.
Georgopoulos.
Oh! George Soropoulos! Dude, we got there!
Let's go.
Dude, that was sick.
Hell yeah, dude. I didn't mean to get there, but we got there.
We got there.
Yay. Yeah, fucking oath. And so Jake's fighting Chitty. What's his name?
Chitty Bang Bang is his
Nokwani.
That's actually his nickname.
But
I'm not going to try to pronounce that. It looks like the African version of Njokovic.
There you
go.
know
the tennis player?
I mean, I'd be living on a rock if I didn't, but yeah. So Matthews versus Chitty.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm rooting for Jake Matthews. up the Aussie. What did you have any thoughts on like the technicality of this fight?
Yeah. So this is I've been following these two guys recently in their fights this year. Chitty, since moving from middleweight, is looking fucking good, man.
Yeah.
Vicious striking, but man, he has been missing weight. Like he originally started welterweight, and then he was like, "Fuck this, I can't do this weight cut anymore." Moved up, was like on off. Decided to move back down again. Had some crazy good performances, but missing weight. So that's kind of like a bit of a flag. Matthews is good looked in his last fight, but it was against a lightweight. It was like there was the Aussie card, and I think they kind of teed him up to look good.
Trying to build him.
He just converted to Islam. So alhamdulillah, I will say that. It will be crazy to see him come out without a moustache. Like an Aussie Muslim, that would be a crazy crossover, first of all. His wrestling's got to go up from that. You know he's getting +5 stats to wrestling just for that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Flip sake.
But, hey, in his last few fights, he hasn't actually used too much wrestling. But honestly, I think that is going to be the best way to go against Chitty. Deep waters, grimy clinch, and grappling, alhamdulillah. That's how I think it will end.
Hell yeah.
That's how I think it will end.
Well, I mean, if that means Jake Matthews, then I'm all for it. Fucking oath.
And we are going to be biased here to the Aussies, of course. We're going to talk about how we think is the best way for them to win.
Yeah. 100%. And then you obviously got, what else we got in this? We got Lauren Murphy versus Eduardo Del Mora. Friggin' couldn't give a fuck, sorry. Robert Valentin was supposed to be on this card.
Against Gauthier, that guy's a scary, tall drink of water, nearly 2 meters, that guy.
And I don't think Robert's that good. And I fucking loved him in The Ultimate Fighter. I thought he was going to be a problem. But
he sounds like a stripper.
He looks like a scary Viking.
Some chicks are into that.
Yeah, 100%. But then what? We've also got Max Griffin versus Chris Curtis.
Yeah.
Unk versus Unk. Max Griffin, he's 39 years old.
Damn.
Chris Curtis, 37. Look, I don't know. It's a coin flip for me. And I honestly, as much as I have watched these guys fight quite a bit, and I do enjoy it. I couldn't give two fucks. If I had to pick, I'd probably pick Chris Curtis. I don't know why. Sue me.
Yeah, I mean, he punches on with Sean Strickland, so he's got to be durable.
Yeah, he's got some conditioning, to be sparring with that friggin' unit. Did you see that guy fucking bust into the
cage,
because
dude?
His teammate got choked out?
In his freaking jandals, dude, looking like an angry dad.
He's like this.
Yeah, he walked like that.
Hey, Sean,
don't
do that.
He's going full dad mode.
He's walking like, excuse me,
He looks like we just cut his hose to make the bong, and he's like coming out like, "Oh, you don't take making more hose."
I'm sick of you guys cutting my hose. Sorry to anyone that I did that to.
Dude, how many meters of hose do you reckon you
fucking
cut?
4 kilometers. 4 kilometers, bros.
I don't know the prices on that, but in this day and age, that's expensive.
Oh, I want to say that everything is allegedly.
What's that from, dude?
South Park. Michael Jackson?
No, I need to brush up on that. Allegedly. I need to brush up on that.
Oh, shit. But yeah, Sean Strickland, don't walk like that. It's fucking so weird. Okay, moving on to the main card. We've got Tougher Gang, baby.
Tougher.
Legit fucking Junior Tougher versus
the brother.
Tokos.
That sounds like made up names.
Tokos sounds like a villain out of Breaking Bad. That's what I'm going to say.
True. I was going to say sounds like the spicy version at the taco truck.
It sounds like a fucking...
Taki tacos.
Tacos. It sounds like if there was a Spanish or Mexican dubbed version of Harry Potter and it was a spell. Taco tacos!
Taki tacos. Taki tacos. That's Game of Thrones, actually. Fuck. Oh, dude.
We might get copy fucking struck. Anyway, yeah. So Junior versus Toko. I just want to say, right. You've obviously got a 35-year-old fighter. You're coming out of your prime, this and that, and then you got Junior, 28. He's been fucking learning on the job. What weight works best for me? He's definitely new. He's got a lot of shit to work on, but honestly, look at the Peyton Talbot fucking improvement.
Oh, mate.
In months.
Months. You're making me want to talk about it because you love to see a fighter humbly lose
and just turn it around
and come back. And everyone's giving him shit like, "Oh, you're spending too much time grappling with Frank Ocean."
Yeah,
all the rumors and stuff.
He's allowed to do that.
He's allowed to do whatever he wants in his spare time.
Why doesn't you fight Peyton Talbot?
Exactly. And obviously grappling with Frank Ocean has helped.
Yeah,
look
clearly.
at that. That was beautiful, man.
Bro, the whole situation is hectic.
Yeah.
We're getting sidetracked.
Yeah,
but
sorry,
it was fucking
great.
amazing.
Yeah.
But on to that. Junior could do the same thing.
Exactly.
And guess what? Have you seen the photo of him recently?
I'm going to look that up right now because
I'm going to try and put
you
it.
said he has a bod.
Yeah. But he's got a bod, dude.
He's got a bod?
He's fucking a little bit shredded, bros. You know, he's looking way better. And I actually saw...
So this is obviously the old one.
Holy
mama!
Yeah, he's jacked, bro.
Dude, it looks like a different person.
He's jacked.
Man, you don't... Like... Because usually you see the Islanders to be super ripped or super big. And this is kind of like an in-between type.
Yeah, it's like a hybrid, bro.
A hybrid
He's
of
a fucking
those.
daywalker out there just looking like he will rip you to shreds.
Confusing everyone.
Yeah, he's going to end up doing a Bonds commercial, Calvin Klein commercial,
Yeah,
like friggin' Robert Irwin, dude. You're going to see him in the CBDG.
Oh, dude.
But no, let's get serious. Tafa, he had a rocky start. You know, he did the wholesome swap up with his brother last
crazy.
minute. I think it was like the fastest, like the quickest turnaround in history.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. You know, my bad, but fucking here we are. I'm pretty sure it's correct. So let's look at his last fights. He's got 2024. He actually fought friggin' Volta Walker.
Oh,
who's
boy
on the
that is
prelims
going to be on
of-
this as well. They
prelims
like
of
to
this
do that
card.
sometimes. They have a previous exes, you know?
Yeah, that's
the
sick.
card.
I like that.
Add a bit of spice to the...
So
Sure.
he lost to Volta in round one submission, and then after that he beat Sean Sheriff by KO.
Who shot the sheriff?
And then he lost to Muhammad Usman. That was at heavyweight. And then beat Parker Porter at heavyweight. So he's now coming down, right? He's coming down to light heavyweight. He's going to be a lot more in shape. Does the power translate? Hopefully. He's an Islander. As an Aussie, especially growing up in Sydney, you kind of experience Islander power, whether it be from watching it or experiencing it. Luckily for me, I've only watched it. And they hit hard. And they're a tough cookie to crumble for sure. So I'm fucking excited to see this new and improved Junior Tafa 2.0. I want to see him blow the roof off with this Tuco Tokos. But do you have much to say about this gentleman?
Yeah, the light heavyweight debut is a good point, man, because when fighters start to take their weight cuts, they're like, if I'm going to be going through more shit in this weight cut, I want this training to make, they're kind of hungrier. They're more committed. Yeah. Kind of like when Kevin Holland starts to cut to welterweight. His record is not great, man. He got beat by Usman for fuck's sake. Yeah. And the heavyweight Usman,
The shit Usman.
Yeah, but I think that this shift to the lower division is going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the taco truck right here, because he's 0-2 in the UFC. And I've got one word for him, bro, other than taco truck.
What? That's 2 words.
Cannon fodder, dude. Because they are setting our boy up for this one, man. They're going fucking, what's up, G? Bang!
Yeah.
On this one.
He's going to cop it right in the... and it's going to knock him out, I reckon. Honestly, I am so hyped. And you know what? I love the Tafa gang. I love the Islander boys getting into the UFC.
They're part of the Anzacs too, man.
I think they could be a serious fucking problem if they just worked on being well-rounded. Truly. Yeah. Just be more well-rounded. We've seen the kryptonite to a lot of the big Islander boys. It's grapplers. If they get tripped, like a judo trip, forget about it. They're like fucking turtle on its shell, can't get up. And I think if they can work on that, they will be terrifying. They're already terrifying. But it's going to be hard to beat these guys because they're tough. They have the heaviest hands. They love a scrap. They're good at scrapping. It's just they need to be more of a mixed martial artist. And if these are the improvements we see from Junior, I'm all for it, brother. Let's fucking go. It's going to be so sick. Yeah. And what a division for him to find himself in, honestly. Yeah. Because the heavyweight division sucks. Yeah. There's a lot more you can do in building your skill set and your resume on the light heavyweight circuit as opposed to heavyweight. Because who you got in the heavyweight? You got a bunch of bots and then
Tom Aspinall.
Yeah. And then Tom Aspinall, who you going to get fucking destroyed by.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably got more of a run in there. And I'm very interested to see what this light heavyweight, this cut's going to be, because he's going to be more mobile, more on his feet, usually they're just these slow, just heavy-handed guys, but this would be an interesting hybrid,
Yeah, it'll be
So
sick.
I'm excited for it, man.
All right, well, our official pick sounds like it's mutual.
Tougher gang, tougher gang, tougher gang, gang, tougher gang, tougher gang, gang, gang.
Tougher. Let's see you at the top.
Tough it out, my boy.
Tough it out, my boy. Now, Vitor Petrino versus Juan Lane.
So Petrino's doing the opposite, bro. He's moving from light heavyweight up to heavyweight.
Okay.
And man, this guy was fucking scary, bro. Throws big bombs. And in the fight against Jacoby, man, I was like, this is gonna be a live molestation on TV, man. I was ready for it. And it was, but Jacoby was hanging in there, using his vest up, clipped him at the end. So yeah, I don't know. Petrino, he's kind of like that big tough marauder that can gas out or like get clipped at the end. But he's fighting Lane, who's a former NFL player. 6 times he's been knocked out, but he can wrestle to some wins, you know. So again, no one is really standing out that much.
Yeah.
And also a curveball in the mix with Petrino moving up. So
I see that.
What takes do you have on this, man?
Pretty much what you said, I agree with. And there's also another factor that Petrino's 27 and Lane is 37.
Okay, yeah.
So like, there's a big age gap, and yeah, it's going to be like, who's going to gas out first? The guy that's added the kgs on, or the guy that's past his prime by 5 years?
Yeah.
So it's a tough one for me.
True.
I think I'm going to go Petrino based on age.
Yep.
I think Lane, I mean, hats off to you, brother. You're fighting at 37. It's crazy. But yeah, I think the younger, more fit, stronger, hungrier, fresher fighter will take it.
And former NFL player, bro, the CTE can't be too good up in that head, you know?
Definitely not. There's head noise for days in old matey's fucking brain. Now, moving on, dude.
Oh, this is an exciting
A
one.
freaking fan favorite.
Yeah.
Nate the Train. Landwehr. Is that his name? Landwehr?
Probably something like that, yeah. Just call him
nice.
the Train or Mr. Train.
Nate the Train. Mr. Train versus Morgan Wallen. No,
Charrier.
Charrier.
Mr. Charrier.
Is he French?
He's French.
Oh, love it.
A brother from France.
Nice. So he's like freaking Cyril Gahn, dude.
Yeah. A Ghana, dude.
Yeah, well, Nate's a fan favorite. He loves the scrap, so I love it.
Yeah.
Anyone that's kind of like throws caution to the wind and just wants to punch on, I fucking love to watch it. He's faced some notable fighters-ish, but he's always put on a show, win or lose. Like, it's never been
boring fight.
boring. It's never been boring. And then you got Morgan. I don't know much about him, I'm not going to lie. I did a little bit of research. His most notable opponent is Nathaniel Wood. And Nathaniel Wood's level of competition is higher than both of these guys. But what do we know about MMA math? It doesn't work.
Yep.
So that doesn't help me. They're just some fun facts. But I'm going on a curveball here. I love Nate. And I told you guys, especially the ones that have listened to every episode, don't bet based on what I say. Even though I went 4-5 last event, just saying, don't do it. Because I'm going to pick Nate based on Unk Aura, bro. Based on just zero reasoning.
Well, you know what else, man? This is a hometown fight for him.
There we go.
He's fighting his hometown, dude. So you know he's going to be fired up. What are they, in Tennessee or somewhere in the South?
Tennessee.
Somewhere in the South. But yeah, bro, 37. And dude, I just feel like the damage is catching up to him a little bit, though.
He
man.
takes some damage, bro. And he's going against a 29-year-old.
Exactly. He gives damage, but he takes damage, which kind of shows in his record, bro. He's kind of alternating wins and losses. But Mr. Charrier, man, look, he didn't look too good in the last performance.
And didn't he lose
to Nathaniel?
Yeah, he did.
Lost to Nathaniel. He's a Cage Warriors import, and man, he had some interesting showings in Cage Warriors. Like, I know the level is not the same. But he fought Vucenic, Mr. Paul Hughes as well. What I've seen from him, which I like, is he's got knockout power.
In Cage Warriors.
Yeah, but what I've seen from him is when he gets classed out on the feet, he's been able to turn it around a lot of fights just by grappling. Which to me, that is like one of the coolest things about MMA. It's like all these different facets. If something is not working, you can mix it up.
That's it.
Or at least break their game, you know? So he's got that in his bag. And dude, yeah, as you said, 29-37, dude. Bro, Charrier is a big croissant, dude. Like, look, his back. Dude, check out his back piece. It's like this trippy, weird-looking wolf in a top hat.
True.
And dude, when he just like wraps his shit, like that wolf goes, "Ow!" Dude, it is fucking. It is swear it's trippy, bro.
Hell yeah,
it's
dude.
trippy. So I hope he does that on Nate. Man. Sometimes we're in the hometown, like it can really just connect you, or you could just be too like just a Derek Lewis in his hometown.
Yeah, and it didn't work for fucking Anthony Smith either.
Oh,
he decided to try and fight someone in the crowd.
dude, this is a pretty similar thing, bro. Like 37, 38, hometown. Well, that was his retirement fight, but like a tough freaking opponent. UFC fucking have no mercy, man. They just fucking give you to the wolves.
Dana's too busy focused on power slap.
Yeah.
He's like, just feed him to the wolves, on to the next.
Canelo fucking Crawford.
What? What'd you say? Huh?
Canelo.
Can you repeat the question?
Crawford.
I'm talking about Dana, the fucking bell end. Every press conference. Okay. So look, Morgan's probably going to win.
Mr. Sherry, I think.
I would love to see Nate fucking pull it off.
Yeah. And then pull him off.
Yeah, that would be pretty gnarly. I mean,
and he's like, "This is for you," just sprays into the crowd.
Shut. That'd be a VIP experience. Very important friggin' spoof, dude. Yuck. All right, moving on. We got Calvin Kattar versus Steve Garcia. This will be a good one.
Yep. It sounds like Steven Gerrard from Spain.
Well, Steve Garcia is a beast with 14 KOs, bro.
Crazy hands, eh?
And we've got against a never been cracked Chin Kattar.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts?
Man, my thoughts. Steve Garcia, man, he fucking gets people out early. But Kattar, a couple of new things for him, man. He's moved to TriStar recently. Who I'm a big fan of Mrs. Zahabi and just Canadians in general.
Yeah.
I know he's been on a bit of a skid in the last few fights, but the phrase that comes to me is great fighter, tough opponents.
Yeah.
He's full absolute beast like Max Holloway. Never been dropped in 14 UFC fights, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
And I just have a feeling, man. I'm not going to say that. Oh yeah, he's unknockoutable. Steven Garcia is not going to be able to knock him out. I just feel like with this going to TriStar, which is for us Zahabi's gym, they're just like so technical.
Yeah.
You know how they fight. So I just think they're going to try to out finesse like a really heavy-handed guy, which is what you should do, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, well, that's it's a good point. And, he's got to have a chin of note if he absorbed 445 significant strikes from Max Holloway.
Straight on the schnoz.
While Max is talking shit to you, by the way, which is just
that was so
absolutely...
cool.
Like, that's the definition of getting clowned on. I'm sorry, I like Calvin Kattar, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
That was like Max in flow state.
Yeah. I'm the best boxer. Bang, bang, bang.
Count him up. Bang.
Yeah,
Didn't even look.
so
no hand.
sick.
Freaking right to the face. Makes his nose go...
Calvin's like, I'm going to be a meme.
Yeah, I'm going to be clipped forever. Clip it, chat. But, that's 17.8 significant. And this is not just jabs. Significant strikes to the head. And to not get dropped, man, that is fucking insane. So hats off to him for that. I just think, I don't know. Is it good? How many of those shots can you take over a massive career at the highest level and you not be like mentally and like fucking like your brain stem?
It's got to take a
the
toll.
fatigue.
Do you think the brain stem getting injured would affect the retention?
I mean, with you, probably not. Probably not.
I feel like it would be like, how you would have like, let's just say like you have a powerful wall, a dam, if you will. And if that affects the brainstem, dude, each punch is like a crack in the wall.
There you go.
So imagine how many of those strikes you mentioned.
And then his wall breaks. He's done. Well, now I know what to do to you if you ever need to be friggin' sorted out.
Don't you dare do that.
Crack you in the head.
Don't you dare crack me like
I'll
a
crack
fucking
you
egg,
400 plus times in the head, then hopefully we'll get there. With Garcia as well, like his fucking level of competition's lower. But he's devastated like a lot of people he's faced. So it's a matter of, can he catch Calvin? Kill or be killed, yeah. Can he catch Kattar? I don't know. But I'm leaning towards Steve on this one, man. I think Steve's going to get it done.
Has Steve been taken to a decision much. Let me just check that.
I don't think so.
And his name is the Mean Machine. Is he a decision machine?
Mean Machine.
He's got 14
Yeah, he has
TKOs.
14 KOs, bro.
Okay, so he has been to 3 decisions, but in his last one, oh, dude, he's got a massive win streak. Dude, he knocked out Chase Hooper.
Yeah.
Whoo! Dude knocked out my boy Costa as well. This guy's got some good names under his belt.
That's what I mean, bro. I think.
But this was early days. This was like Chase before the Chase is now, you know?
Yeah.
And the Malik Kazel before the Malik Kazel now.
He's still got the scalps, bro.
He's got the scalps, man, and he's knocking him out. It's not a decision merchant. Damn, this is going to be tough. It's like Keita's like an immovable object against kind of an unstoppable force.
Yeah. It's going
to
be sick.
Dude, I think I'm going to keep my schmeckles out of this one.
I'm surprised you don't have any schmeckles everywhere already. Gamble responsibly. End up like John eating tuna. Fucking dickhead.
And polishing knobs for outside round.
Ear. This guy, bro. Catch him down at Hyde Park, just fucking shoe shine.
It wasn't Howard Pike, dude. It was freaking Town Centre. You know that.
I definitely didn't go.
You know I
definitely wasn't the only customer.
Just a return customer.
Hey, you missed a spot.
No, you just come back with a different hat or a different set of facial hair. I'm like, I know it's you. Okay.
I know it's you supporting my business, but you can't keep coming back. Oh, I'll keep coming back.
Bad boy.
Pause.
And you're going to work for your tuna, boy.
Yeah. All right, on that note, fucking moving on.
It's a southern card, bro. We have to throw some southern twang in this thing.
Yeah, well, we should have brought our cousins and sisters and brothers and uncles and aunties.
But then the cousin sisters would be the wives and the...
Yeah, they're all the same person.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy versus Gabriel Bonfim.
Oh, man, this is like... Okay, wait. Before we get into this, at what point do we start calling Wonder Boy Wonder Man? Because he's 42, for fuck's sake. Come on, man.
Come on, bro. He's forever Wonder Boy.
Well, then, if he's
a boy at heart.
If he's forever, call him Wonder White, because that shit does not expire.
Shout out fucking Dawson.
Yeah, dude.
He's fucking sugar bread.
Decomposing in his fucking gut.
Oh, man. Well, okay. Let's dive into it. At what point does Wonder Boy become Wonder Man? Well, first of all, maybe get a belt.
So close.
NMF belt doesn't count.
NMF belt doesn't... Yeah.
And aside from that...
He's not going to get one, though, bro. He's 42.
Well, come on, bro. His title run starts now.
I mean, Teixeira did something like that. And not the new Teixeira, the Glover. The gloved kind.
Not the ungloved kind.
Not yeah. Get your freaking gloves out if you got one.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Wonder Boy 42. And what, bro? And what? Bonfim? I don't really
Bonfire.
Bonfim. I don't really know about him. I'm just going to say.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate the honesty.
And you know what? Obviously, the 27-year-old against the 42-year-old, you'd be crazy to bet on the 42-year-old. All right, I get it. You've got Bonfim. You know, the Bonfim brothers, shout out to our mate Shano, got me onto those guys basically when they were debuting. And I'm pretty sure I bet on by first round submission. Only once. I'm not really a bettor either. And he got it. So, shout out Shano. Cheers for the tip. But in saying that, I don't know, like, it's just one of these, like, is the hype really worth what we're getting at this moment?
Yeah.
At this moment. And he's a submission guy. Wonder Boy's only been submitted once. He's old.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts? Like, how have you kind of approached your consensus?
Definitely relate. The age thing is definitely a factor, as you mentioned. Bonfim, for me, like a Brazilian prospect. He did get a bit fraud checked against Dalby. Like, that's when he was, like, probably in one of the biggest hypes. And, man, Dalby just freaking took him into just 8 punches for three rounds and eventually took him out at the end. But, yeah, he's kind of young and coming up. Man, 13 wins by sub is crazy. And I know that Wonder Boy, doesn't have many sub losses.
Only to shove cut.
Yeah, shove cut recently.
That's it.
Because he's been training with the freaking New Jersey boys.
New Jersey.
But bro, a 42-year-old man.
42.
Man, I'm gonna call him Wonder Man.
You addressed him as Wonder Boy, bro. That's disrespectful.
I cannot call a 42-year-old
His name is Wonder Boy. So what?
Wonder Man.
How dare you?
It's Wonder Man or Wonder White, whichever you prefer. Because he's
First of all, we don't see color on this show. We don't talk about.
Don't you freaking put that on me.
We don't talk about white or any other color.
I like all colored breads, just so you know.
Oh shit! No, but it's Wonder Boy, Mr. Wonder Boy,
Mr. Wonder.
What about?
I'm just going. Wait, what's his actual name? Steven. I'm going to call him Steven. Wait, what's his last name?
Thompson.
Fuck, that sounds so weird. Yeah, I'm just going to call him Mr. Steven.
Steven Wonder Boy Thompson.
I'm just going to call him Steven.
Mr. Steven.
I can't see a 42-year-old Steven just grappling a young, hungry favela Brazilian man with 13 wins by sub, man. I think he's either going to grapple fuck him because that's the way you beat Wonder Man.
Stop calling him that.
That's the way you beat Steven anyway. You're going to have... Because you know what? Yeah, his game is karate, right? But at 42-year-old, how agile are you going to be, man? You know? You can't be doing that bouncy agility stuff, you know? Yeah. So, and the way to counter that is going to be to close the gap, pressure him, and take him down, which is Bonfin's game. So for me, this is like Bonfim easy money for me.
Easy money.
Easy money.
I can't wait to call you.
Well, I got a deposit limit now, so I'm not gonna. I can't bet the house anymore.
You can always change it. You're in control of it. That means nothing.
I could always just walk to the TAB at 2 a.m. at night and just fucking... Nah. But if we're just talking about analytics, man, to me, this is like a...
From an analytical standpoint, it's a lock. You're locking it in.
It's a lock. Lock it in, Eddie.
All right, well, guess what? I'm locking in Wonder Boy.
Oh, really?
I'm locking in Mr. Steven Wonder Boy Thompson. By finish.
Wow, really?
By TKO.
All right, let's do... The loser of this bet has to talk like Stephen Thompson in the next podcast.
What, super nice?
Nice southern draw.
There's no way. You're not going to be able to pull that off for that long.
Or maybe we can like do a short video and upload it to something. You know? just say something like, "Hey, John, look, you're awful con man, but you know you got me on this because he's 42 years old. He's missing his goddamn teeth."
He sounds like a fucking cattle farmer.
Do you want to do that, bro? You have to apologize to the other person. The loser apologizes to the other person in the Stephen Wonder Boy Thompson accent,
all right,
which is even more burn for me because I'll have to do the accent of the guy
that you bet against. You disrespect.
And I probably lost like 20 schmeckles on.
I'm going to call you when your mate loses, right. And I'm just going to be laughing.
Brazil, stand up for your acai bowls.
As Brazilians into acai,
dude, they love us. It's Amazonian fruit, dude.
True shit. I don't know. Man. All I know is that friggin' bikies are blowing each other's fucking acai businesses up in Sydney. It's like a full turf war. It's actually happening. People getting firebombed. I thought it was just like a WOG thing.
Do bikies own acai places?
Maybe they. I mean, I don't know who owns them. Well, I'm just saying people are firebombing each other over it.
Well, if you haven't tried it, it's a delicious, fruity...
It sounds like a scam to me,
bro. Summertime, you come to DY, we have good acai.
I'll be getting a fucking lobster Benedict. That's what I'll be
That was hectic, but I think that place closed down, by the way. So
hopefully it wasn't because of food safety regulations. Importing the...
Lobster, it was imitation lobster.
Just imported from fucking China.
Wuhan.
No, that's where I get my bats from. All right. Okay, so to recap, I'm going Wonder Boy, you're going Gabriel Bonfim. Whoever loses has to apologise. In Wonder Boy's accent.
Wonder Boy's nice MFA southern accent.
Okay, done. Yeah. I'm going to method act all week at work.
Because you know he's going to lose.
No, I'm prepared, bro. You're going to come here and butcher it. Yeah. I'm only method acting, just getting ready to never use it.
You only go... No, nice help.
What era of Wonder Boy? Fucking 17,
I'm just trying to accentuate his age. I'm accentuating his age, bro. That's it.
That's so mean, bro. Well, on that, moving on to the main event of this evening.
Yeah, one of the most quotable guys, man, in the UFC.
My balls was hot.
My balls was hot. Something about April, you were saying?
Hey, April. I'm going deep, baby.
Hey, where's Ronda Rousey found out?
These are all quotes.
And then he wanted to punch on with DC because he disrespected that Popeyes.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna kick his ass.
You know what?
Popeyes greatest chicken.
I'll admit, man, I already was gonna bet against him, man, but then it makes me so sad.
You got a lot of bets on for someone with a bet limit.
They're like, yeah, they're like $2 bets, bro. I've had to scale down.
Rapid scale.
The tuna can's running out.
Yeah, that's true. I got a couple in my pantry if you need it.
I'm not fucking hobbling on no fucking knobs for that.
Oh, well, you'd want to hope not. All right, Lewis versus Teixeira.
Yep.
Lewis just wants to get paid. He's made that very obvious.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he's like, I don't want no motherfucking title fight. I want taxi drivers. Which, fucking oath. Wear it, lean into it like Holland. He just wants to have good, exciting fights, get paid, not versus someone that's dangerous. However, this guy's fucking dangerous.
Bro, I think he saw Teixeira in his name and he thought taxi.
Yeah, he's like, is that a taxi company?
Yeah, but this guy's no fucking taxi driver, bro.
No, he's 25 years old. And his first professional win, fun fact, was an inverted arm triangle.
That is sick.
Which is, ow.
So he's got jiu-jitsu.
Up.
Yeah. I don't want anything inverted.
No, fuck that shit. So it's pretty scary. It's a tough one, but it's heavyweight. So you got Derek Lewis, who's like, it was a meme for a while, right? It was like, let's just say, whoever he's versing, he'd be like, let's say it's John. He's versing John. They'd be like, John's got the better grappling, the better footwork, the quicker striking,
the better goatee.
With all that said and done, Derek Lewis by KO. It wouldn't matter the accolades of the fighter. It was just Derek Lewis by KO. He's got the most knockouts. Does he still? I don't want to be wrong on a start.
I don't know.
I fucked one up last week, and some cunt got in the got in the comments and corrected me, which is good. Pump the algorithm and the engagement.
But he does have one of the scariest celebrations.
Yeah, and sorry, go on.
Have you seen Derek Lewis when he wins, bro?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Literally showing
Imagine waking up to Derek Lewis's titties and tongue in your face going...
Yeah, his celebration is literally the POV of a girl that he's on top of. That is terrifying.
It's fucking so sharp. And yeah, terrifying. And, he's got devastating power. He's going up against someone who... since the inverted arm triangle, has gone 8-0. 7-0 because he already had the first one. And it's all been KOs except for 2 decision wins. So 6 KOs and they've all been in the first round.
Yeah.
So the boy's got fucking hands on him.
Yeah.
And you've noticed a few holes in his defense.
Yeah, I was just watching in the... I was doing the shit before the recording. I was watching some... And my first time I saw Teixeira was a few months ago when he fought Tougher. And just fucking obliterated him.
Obliterated his legs, right?
No, I think it was a knockout, man.
No. Was it junior?
Started, I don't remember which one it was, but it was clinch. It was in the clinch. Elbow, and then boom.
Let's have a look here, man. I should bloody know this, but because I remember seeing...
I think it was the older one.
Justin. Yeah, okay. Where is it? Justin Alva. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was in fucking first round.
Yeah, it was brutal.
35 seconds.
Yeah.
And
like for a tall drink of water to have that much force was scary.
And he's got that friggin' those angles, bro.
Yeah. So he's just got like scary power. I saw some of his when I was doing the business, and he has crazy reach, crazy kicks.
Doing the business.
Yeah. It's got to be done, mate. It's got to be done. The meat box has got to come out. But the thing is, he leaves his chin out, dude.
Yeah.
And in heavyweights, that is the worst division to do that because any shot can just knock you out, man. And Teixeira, he's aggressive. I know he's rangy, but he's not the pop move back. Like he's gonna move forward. And this is a tough one, bro, because Teixeira could just from the next postcode just land a kick on a bloody Derek's head and knock him out.
Yeah.
But we all know Derek Lewis, bro. He can just eat him, come close and knock him out, man. So I think there's gonna be a knockout, to be honest.
You don't think there's going to be a knockout?
I think this is going to be a knockout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you think Derek Lewis is going to get chinned? Or you think Derek Lewis is chinned?
know.
One of them's getting chinned.
One of them's getting chinned, I think.
One of them's getting chinned. Yeah, well, fucking oath it is. But, you like to say it's heavyweight, someone's going out, but then you get a fucking like Ngannou Lewis.
Ngannou Lewis,
which
yeah.
was
Starefest.
fucking so bad, like Romero and Izzy. Or like Espinoza versus fucking I'm the best. Rose. I've got a name for a second.
Rose.
But if I am going to bet, bros, 40-year-old Uncle Lewis against a 25 Taliesin Teixeira, I'm going to go Taliesin, bro. I don't know. I think Derek's coming. He's going to collect his check. He deserves all the checks, honestly. He's a legend. He'll always be a legend. And he's always exciting to watch, but it's slowing down now,
Exactly.
And it's how many more fights are left in him. He's got 40 fights, bro. 40 professional fights.
Fuck, that's getting...
28 and 12.
Bro, this sounds fucking exactly like Pigface.
Anthony Smith.
This exactly. It's. I know it's not in Houston, but it's in the South. He's the main event. Getting
he
up
came
there.
out since he lost in his hometown before. He's like, I don't want to fight my hometown.
Yeah, fair enough. Too much pressure.
He fully fucked it off. Yeah, he says too much pressure.
Yeah.
I do Anthony Smith vibes. Yeah, but I mean, we haven't really seen. Actually, no, that's a lie. Last fight with Derek Lewis, he was kind of turtle shelling up. It was pretty sad. So yeah, I don't know. I think he's fucked. Taliesin by KO. Should be
a great fight, and the fight card, man. This is one fight card. I'm actually going to watch the prelims for Mr. Jake Alhamdulillah Matthews.
You didn't watch 317 prelims?
Oh no, I mean for a fight night.
Oh, for a fight night. Sorry.
I don't really watch the fight night prelims.
Yeah. No, you are right. There's a lot of fights that are worth watching. At least rolling up a doob, smoking, and just chilling.
But you make a good point, man. Watch the fight night. Check out the TikTok. See the knockout of RoboCop.
Oh man,
that is why you watch the prelims.
Yeah, well that's it. We went semi-viral on our TikTok for RoboCop. Just absolutely. I mean, and it's an absolute civil war in the comments. Talking about barbaric, this shouldn't be a sport. We're going back to 2002, baby. Normies in the comments, yay! Get on the socials. Help us out. If you're listening, all three of you, just help your boys out. Follow us at Combat Comrades Pod. All social media. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and now TikTok. All right. So any engagement is appreciated. You can be one of the people that we're not stopping this shit. This is only going to get...
Can't stop addicted to the shindig.
Woo! It's only going to get better, more polished, more exciting. You can be one of the OGs. You can say, I watched those guys when they had literally 23 subscribers on YouTube. So do us a favor. Help your boys out. Only if you want to. If you don't like it, you wouldn't have made it this long. So fucking do it. Hit the bell notification. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Comment. Even if it's to talk about that I'm sitting weird. Hey, Dave, drink another glass of water, you pasty dog.
Yeah.
Anything.
Tell us your retention methods.
Johnny's interested in your jerking off stories.
We'll talk science. We'll talk shop as well.
That doctor, by the way, we didn't mention. I'm pretty sure he got arrested for falsifying fucking medical documents.
But I will say, if we get certain amount of subs, he said he is willing to come on the show.
Yeah, he may have to video chat.
It may be video chat. Yeah.
But we'll get him on.
We'll get Mr.
Dr.
Yachaman.
Doctor.
He's still...
Mister.
Until...
Well, actually, I think his medical license was faked.
Look, until the Justice Department revokes his doctor, I'm going to call him Doctor. And I think you should too.
You called him Mister, I called him Doctor.
Well, I hope I'm not foreshadowing something.
Oh, dude. Yeah, anyway, very exciting shit. Appreciate the support so far. Appreciate the help. We're going to continue to do this every week, and we look forward to it. So
love it, love it, love it.
Love it a lot. Johnny.
It's been a pleasure, mate.
Until next time.
Peace.
See
you guys next week.
You.
Combat Comrades!